I'm Bethany Easter, and yesterday I just had an amazing testimony because I was at work. I'm a full-time nanny, and one of my twin girls, she's 2 years old, during her nap, she had gotten a toy, and she put it in her mouth, and I was downstairs, and she could have choked on that silently upstairs, and I would not have known. But God worked it out to where I heard her cry. I was able to run upstairs, help her get all of that stuff out of her system. She was throwing up, but she is perfectly fine now, and I thank God that He had His angels over her, and so she's fine.
Thank the Lord. Yeah. So, by me using to be a member of the Turning Point and watching your life, watching you walk the walk of a godly young woman, what do you want to say to the other sisters that may be lonely? How do you keep yourself? How do you stay in the will of God? Can you assure to others that's struggling with these temptations of just wanting to go and just lean to their own understanding?
Sure. I think a lot of times, a lot of people have the prayer of, Lord, do I turn left? Do I go right? What do I do? And like, give me direction, whether that's with relationships, whether that's, vocationally with your job. And you said it perfectly. You were kind of quoting Proverbs 3, 5, and 6, where it says, trust in the Lord with all your heart, lean not on your own understanding, and in all your ways acknowledge Him. If you do those three things, He'll direct your path. And so just encouraging people to fall in love with the Lord all over again, because you can't trust Him if you don't love Him. So just encouraging people to, get back in their word and just, fall in love all over again. Yeah.
So that's how you was able to, keep yourself from the many temptations and even the peer pressure.
Sure.
And even the,
yeah,
God know your prayers. And when you see others getting their prayers answered, and you ask, like, what about me? That's what I wanted to know. Like,
it's all about God's timing. Timing is everything. And sometimes we think that we need to help God out, but I thank God that He has protected me from things that I thought I wanted. I've prayed prayers, but ultimately your prayer has to be, not my will, but yours be done. You can be honest with God, but at the end of the day, I don't want what's not meant for me, And so, you look at Joseph in the Bible, in the Old Testament. He went from his father's favorite to a pit, to Potiphar's house, to prison, and then to a palace. And everything was in God's timing. Joseph had dreams when he was younger, but those things couldn't be fulfilled, fully realized until God said it's time. And so just trusting the journey and trusting God's timing is what gives me fuel to just keep doing what I know to be doing in this season.
And how old are you?
I am 31.
You're 31. Yeah. Okay. And did you go to college?
I did. I went to Urshan College in St. Louis, Missouri. It's a Christian college.
So when you see your peers around, and what do you say to them when they want to pull you away and say, come on, girl, let's go here.
Yeah.
Let's go there. And what is wrong with you?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think fasting in general helps, because fasting turns down the voices of everything else around you, and it allows God's voice to become the loudest, because his voice is like consistent. It's the same. He's constantly talking to everyone. And so when you're in make it a lifestyle of prayer and fasting turns down the noise of everything else. And so their voices and their opinions and their influence become less important. And so when you get into that habit of that, it's just, you hear what they say and you're just like, no, like, you've never done anything for me like God does. Like, He's the one who puts breath in my lungs. No one else can do that. So if that's not what God has for me right now, you can do that, but that's not my path. So just trusting the Lord. Yeah.
Thank you so much. This caused me to just almost cry, tears of joy.
My pleasure.
It's like, and I know God is pleased with you. He know that He is your first love. Yeah. You have demonstrated that through the test. And oh wow, you delight yourself in God, and God delight Himself looking at you. So I mean, thank you so much. I mean, this actually almost brought tears to my eyes. I mean, it's so amazing to see you are the example that everyone is not doing what you think they are doing, but you're living the life for Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
So thank you, sister.
My